downtown Mississauga are great, but I don't think people go there because it's comfortable to have a walk on the sidewalk at night at, at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. It's a commercial center more than, and Peter Robertson, Susan Fennell said before, Linda Jeffrey, and then our present mayor. However, downtown Brampton has a character and the possibility to be a really jewel for a city that's going to be over 1 million people. If we take care of it, the only one that has shown interest and focus in the downtown is our Mayor Brown, Linda Jeffrey. She refused to participate while 4,000 people were telling her, yes, look at this, how we process with the project and how it ends up. I think if you involve the citizens, everybody's proud and everybody's supported. People don't like to be just told what's happened without input, but in the downtown the problem has been the length of construction, for example. It has to be better focused on shortening that time.
All the team Brampton is here. They live in Brampton. So did you took these issues with them? Why we have not joined Brampton downtown to the Pearson airport?
Called downtown, people pay an extra 16% more on tax to have the services, to the extra cleaning, the safety aspect, the lighting, all the things that we have a train that goes through this line with tankers. People would like to leave their car home if we have the infrastructures that we need, like other major cities. We're a modern country. Let's get modern and let's do the right things. But what I ask from the local government, from our council, do the things that you can, so that we can brag about it, so that we can speak louder to the level of government, keep our city clean. But we have to look at our institutions. Do we have enough good universities to bring young people and grow in our country? We have not supported what a university needs the money to serve. So we haven't obviously not. I think downtown needs good citizens who take an interest. The people have to take an interest. I did for 40 years, but the community needs people who say, I will work for the benefit of those people who come after me.
Today we are in downtown Brampton and we have a special guest with us who is a pioneer in his field. He's an artist, sculpturist, and he's having a 70 plus years in the construction industry, a developer, a builder, you name it, he has done those things for the city of Brampton. None other than John Cutruzzola. He is a pioneer in his field. He is the one who was the backbone of city of Brampton's downtown area. And everybody knows him by name of John. John, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me here, for you to come here. This is a place that I cherish, and you're always welcome. You and every citizen in this city is welcome to my gallery, Gallery 35, and Bachi. Next door is a beautiful gift, a boutique. Gretel manages both. It's the anchor really of downtown Brampton, is devoted towards culture, and the dream of both Gretel and myself is downtown Brampton, and make it is a beautiful downtown. A lot of people haven't been able to experience, but downtown there is I think something to be proud of. We have a wonderful theater. Our city hall and our council is here. PAMA, which is the center of arts and cultures and heritage. It is Gage Park, an attraction in itself, which gives us a beautiful open space downtown. We have Ken Williams Square with, it's a little river that I designed and in honor of our heritage. There is features here that other cities would envy in terms of may have skyscrapers around, but
yes.
this is a place. It's a place that is unique to not only the GTA, but a lot of cities would love to have, a place, a downtown like we have.
For how many years you are here in the downtown Brampton?
Well, 40 years,
40 years.
At least,
Okay.
that I started dedicated my time to downtown Brampton because I moved to Brampton in 1972.
Okay.
With my family on Embleton Road, which is Huttonville. We all
Yes.
know what it is. But I dedicated myself to downtown Brampton since I think in 1980, when I started to feel that my children will grow here and this will be my home. Until then, my focus was downtown Yorkville in Toronto. I was fortunate to have a lot to do with the transformation of Yorkville area, Cumberland, Yorkville, and Heselton. But then a lot of people thought that I could do something like that in Brampton. So I became very much interested in our city. And the 1980, the 70s and that were not good for our city downtown. It was a time of a lot of arguments between Brampton, and the location of the new city hall, which brings with it a lot of controversy, became a challenge and a problem. I thought as an artist that building a city is not just building houses and shopping centers. I'm being dedicated to the ideology since I was a teenager, that citizens needs pride, the pride of where you live, where you come from. And I came from a small town in the south of Italy, and my culture was made there in terms of, how you use your life as an artist. The artist is a thing that you're born with.
So John, my question is like, if you have to introduce yourself to the resident of Brampton, you are an artist, you make sculptures, you are a developer, you are a builder. So how will you, those who don't know who John Cutruzzola is, so what you'll say that who you are?
Well, you just said it.
Yes.
I'm a guy who dedicate as an artist, dedicate my art to try and build a legacy that an artist dreams to. I paint, I sculpt, I did music, I sing, arts in general, it's been my life. But
Builder, developer.
Builder and developer it's a product of necessity. We all know artist needs to eat and needs to have an income to exist. I had obligations, my family, my parents needed help. I had to go to work, and the only place that I could go to work in a small town on south of Italy was a construction. So I wanted or not, that was my way to start making some money to support my mother, my parents, and then my art. And so the two became part of my life in both ways. But construction giving me the other side, the side of the physical part of city building, urban growth and urban design in a sense of, because you can go university and go get all your degrees and everything technically perfect.
Okay, Today we want to discuss about the issues in downtown Brampton. But before that,
Yes.
we would like to know if you can walk us through the history of downtown Brampton. And many people, they are not aware like importance of downtown.
Yeah.
If you can highlight importance of downtown and history of city of Brampton's downtown area.
Definitely. You're talking my language. This
Okay.
is, I know that sometime in my life it's hard to get to a point without explaining,
Yes.
why you're there. But around the 1980 downtown, I started to focus on Brampton rather than downtown Toronto, rather than Yorkville. So the first place that I was concerned was the state of what it used to be downtown, or used to be the village center, really. It was the Four Corners. It was called the Four Corners. It wasn't called downtown. It was called the Four Corners.
Four Corners in Brampton.
The Four Corners. But here I started to see, from a point of view of a city that is about to explode in growth, I start to see the potential of its heritage, because you can build a new subdivision, but I know that if you want to have a city of certain values, you have to start with recognizing the history of the community and build on that history and try and preserve it as much, because it doesn't matter where we come from. I came from Italy.
Mm-hmm.
When I decide to stay in this country, I decide that I'm grateful to Italy for giving me the birth, but my country is this.
Mm-hmm.
I dedicate my life, and I pledge it to my life that I will dedicate all my energy and all my possibilities to make Canada a better place, and trying to bring some of the good stuff that I can bring to this country, and not necessarily all the stuff from my country, because otherwise I would stay there. I wouldn't come here. So here I started to see the possibilities that this place offered. Other places they were trying to make a downtown. Mississauga, with respect to the south side, they have built a downtown, but it's not a downtown. It's not the same as our downtown. And I never want it to be the same. Because first of all, we were ahead of them. They didn't have a downtown when we were having a downtown. But the downtown is a word which really means, it's really the center. It describes the center of any community, every city.
It's the heart of the city.
It's the heart of the city, and the love for that place reflects on the value of the city. If the citizens of any city, their pride of their life, of their children, their thing, it reflects the place where they call home. And where you call home, the value of that is tied to what? The monument, the square, the functions, the heritage of the city that makes your city, and the value of my house either down or up. It reflects what is my reference to my downtown, to my center of the city. Why am I living here? Why do my children live here? Is this a place where children are proud to grow up? How do we do that? We can build as many subdivisions and thousands of houses. That won't do it. That is a home, and we all need it, and we're all proud of it. But the value of it and the pride of our family and our kids, it reflected to what the city is, what it's known for. And I thought that was an ideal that I can put my art, my effort to it, to build that legacy where maybe a future generation on this city, which I said many years ago, this is not a city for 800,000 people, 900,000 people. No, this is a city for hundred thousands of people. Because if I'm gone, it's going to be another 900,000. And after those 900,000 go, there is another 900,000. So when a city, and when we build a monument or invest in our center. We don't invest for ourselves, we don't invest for today.
In last 40 plus years, how many mayors you worked with?
About 6.
About 6 mayors?
6 mayors.
Do
Yes.
you remember their names?
Yeah, Ken Williams, actually.
Starting from Ken Williams?
No, it started with Archdeacon.
Okay.
Archdeacon, Mayor Ken Williams, Paul, what was, I'm sorry, and then Peter Robertson, Susan
Fennell.
and Linda Jeffrey. Susan, Susan Fennell said before, Linda Jeffrey, and then our present mayor.
Mayor Brown, okay.
So I've seen them, all of them, and I must say that out of all of them, with the exception of Ken Williams, the only one that has shown of interest and focus in the downtown is our Mayor Brown. He has, and his council has, it's always a need for more, and it's not all done. But having the history that I had, the only one that I would consider at that level was Ken Williams. But Mayor Brown has shown a particular interest to downtown. I'm sure he's putting an effort to it. It's trying.
So you want to say that after Ken Williams, Mayor Brown is the mayor who took special interest in downtown Brampton. My question is, like, if we compare with Mississauga downtown, they are way ahead. They have a commercial, we see, like, if we look the skyscrapers, if we look the activities, number of activities, they have big area, they have skyscrapers, they have lot of traffic into the downtown area. It looks as a commercial center. And if we compare with the downtown Brampton, we have, is not as comparable to the Mississauga downtown. What are the reasons? Like,
my philosophy is a little different.
Okay.
Downtown, for me, it's more than skyscrapers. Downtown is a place where the scale, the comfort of people, the activity, the comfort of downtown. From a commercial point of view, they have brought, because Mayor McCallion at one point looked at Brampton and said, wow, there was a time where we said, we have to do something because we want a downtown as well, because we were in press pretty often talking about the downtown. And I think she did put a big effort to get developers involved in building what she wanted to build a downtown. So that was the effort that paid off by getting density, getting high rises downtown. It's a downtown the way for people. The shopping center has been there and drawing the people till today, as a Brampton City Center does. But that does not give me the downtown that I'm talking about. A downtown where you want to stroll around, where you want to go with your child and your thing. You want to go to do the little special shopping and thing. It's a different thing. Where the culture, where there's arts, and there is in the downtown Mississauga, great. But I don't think people go there because it's comfortable to have a walk on a sidewalk at night at at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock at night. It's a commercial center more than what I call a place. But overall, Mississauga had a steady hand on building a city that attracted investments more than anything. Yes. And while Brampton was fighting with each other, between Brampton and Brampton, there's a war that went on for 25 years. And of course, Mississauga had the opportunity to take advantage of that. She could always count on one councillor in Brampton vote against each other, and she would take the benefits of it. Mississauga benefited by that kind of thing. However, downtown Brampton, has the character and the possibility to be a really jewel for a city that's going to be over 1 million people, if we take care of it. I can see our council, the mayor, effort to bring in some of those things that we need to get, yes, more population downtown. But what we need really is to continue to support arts endeavor, cultures. Palma is a big feature downtown. The city hall, the skating rink in the winter is the most popular place probably in the country. You know, downtown Toronto and
Okay, John, you also started the New Brampton organization.
Yes.
And there was a vision of 2042.
Yes.
So where is that vision 2040 still exist, and what happened to the New Brampton? What were the plans and where we stand off today?
Well, if it's still around, if you go, you see the video of New Brampton. If you go on Google and New Brampton community task force, you'll see what it was. I created that vision in my little studio. I thought would be something that the council of that time could have a look at it and not endorse it totally, but considered some of the elements of that vision. Unfortunately, the mayor at that time didn't think that they needed, didn't even want to attend.
Who was the mayor that time?
Linda Jeffrey.
Linda Jeffrey.
She refused to participate while 4,000 people were telling her, yes, look at this. She never wanted to. So, but however, she went on her own because she didn't want to take a vision from anybody. She wanted her own, so she hired $500,000 consultants to develop his own vision, which became our vision. Our vision then mingled with the consultants like the New Brampton vision, which then formalized with some modification, formalized into the 2040 vision, which New Brampton supported. Because
so still the 2040 vision exists
still,
for the
still a
Brampton?
part of the city guide.
Okay, still that's the part of city.
Still part of the city, and they still use it from time to time. So I've been working hard in every way that I could, and I still today. I'm 83 years old. I still go to have something at my age I should not do, but I still get up and go to the BIA meeting and trying to contribute.
So I'll come to the BIA also. What are the main issues the businesses in downtown area they are facing? Because some of the calls when we got that delayed projects, the demolitions, the parking issues, these kind of challenges businesses are facing. As per you, you are a pioneer in this area. What you'll say?
I think considering, I'm talking in a positive way, but because at least we do have investment downtown that we were hoping for. So the Borough Council, the mayor, I'm grateful for for putting this in reality. A lot of this and those one projects that they have on like the River Walk, the innovation centers, and the heritage theater block, all projects is worthwhile, like the squares. But I think what they needed to focus on, one is openness. Openness to the public. Let's tell people how we get there, who is giving us the best help for us in terms of who is going to do these projects.
Openness, we have not openness means
transparency.
Transparency in giving the contract?
Oh, how we process with the project and how it ends up. I think if you involve the citizens, everybody's proud and everybody's supported. People don't like to be just told what happened without input, but if they take advantage of this effort that they put in and involve the people being part of it, I think they would have a lot more to gain out of it. So
So you mean to say that council or city should have been more transparent and more openness before they
more involving and
involving
telling
the
the
downtown
people,
area and
and telling the
the
people,
citizens.
not just calling in and said these are the pictures of what we did, but having the people involved in a sense when we have these ideas, which stage are we? How, when are we going to do it? How is the capital coming? How do, how much it's going to cost? It's going to cost who?
You don't see openness now?
I think they try, but I don't know if it's because the, limitation they have in terms of staffing and talking to the public. I don't know. I'm not, but I think the public, especially citizens at large, they would take pride on seeing what they are actually doing, and they're trying to do it. They do it. They show it at one school and one centers and everything. But I think it's more than that. Is to have the people participate on the evolution of the project, on the thing. Get people pride. Take a pride on what we do. In the downtown, is the problem has been the length of construction. For example, it has to be better focused on shortening that time, but more than that, it's being careful how the project is executed. If there is a construction on a particular area, let's limit that effort to that particular area, but beautify the rest. Keep the rest clean. Bring flowers, bring signage, bring a thing while that block is on work. Because at the moment, last year especially, and I think we're changing a little bit. This year has been some effort, some flowers and so. But we need to think ahead, and either the BIA has to do that and give the means to do it, or the city has to do it themselves. They have a great staff that design and do the thing, but I think we need more to focus it on the timing and the impact that it has on the rest of downtown. Downtown is a place that the people want to go.
So projects are delayed here in downtown Brampton?
They're
Construction
delayed.
projects?
They're delayed for longer than they should. But
Okay.
more than the delay is the amount of construction look like all over the place. Like if we're building on one side of the city, we can have the other side look good.
Yeah.
It's either finished or not finished.
So what are the reasons of the delayed projects? Because you were into the construction industry more than 70 years.
Delay in construction can happen for a lot of things. Lack of, all of a sudden you don't have a material that you need, encounter something you didn't anticipate it, and things happen. But it can
But
be,
the cost also goes up.
cost in those cases goes also up, of course. But the thing here is to mitigate those things with efficiency on the other side. If I have to be an extra month behind the construction thing, that's fine. But I want the people to walk downtown and walk those 100 feet to my business, because it's construction, but they are downtown because they're going on all the other side available. But if we make the whole downtown look like under construction,
I got your point. So businesses or BIA in Brampton area, did they highlighted these concerns to the city or their councillors?
they do, and the city has taken some step time to time, like compensating a little bit for some of the, some grants they put it up, which is, it's great, but it's not enough for people who are, subject to having construction site for extra 4 months or 3 months that they should, and they have to pay rent in this business. I think they're trying. I must say the people would talk as a try, but I think they have to accept the fact that the BIA should have more control over this thing, oversight, and also the budget should reflect the effort during this period of time when this displacement occur. there has to be funding to make sure that we're not losing the business that we have here. I think the BIA should be left to govern itself with respect, with less interference from political outside. It should do the job for the benefit of the BIA. The BIA pays some 15–16% tax more than the rest of the city. The rest of the city, the citizens don't know. And they question and say, why you spend this much on this project downtown? Why not in my street? There is a reason. The so-called downtown people pay an extra 16% more on tax to have the services, to the extra cleaning, the safety aspect, the lighting, all the things that you spend that little extra, they pay for. So I don't know that the city send a message clear to the people saying, no, these people are paying for, for these things that we do here, and they should benefit, obviously. But it's not only to be limited to that. We should look at downtown as the place, is the living room of Brampton, is the place where every household should be proud of. Yeah. This is where we support the small business. This is where we should be going.
But we have a Science Innovation Center coming up. We have a theater here, Rose Theater. So being a businessman here in this area, in the downtown Brampton, so what are the main concerns? One is, you said, delayed projects. And any other concerns you see?
I think the concern is the implementation of the project, and the upcoming project to be clear and open. When do they come? And do not disrupt the downtown until you're ready. If you have hopefully the Innovation Center. We've been talking for the last 10 years. Why did we take the buildings down 10 years before we need it? The issue is that there would be 10 stores that would be functioning and would attract people downtown. For example, those are things that.
So you mean to say that demolition has been done 10 years ago, and after that there is no development in the innovation area?
Don't rush in doing things.
So city don't have funds to develop that? Or?
Well, it needs more than fund. You need a user, you need the negotiations with other people. That's fine. But also those negotiations should be more variable to people, should be public should be more informed. We have some project here that they will change the city, not just the downtown, like the underground, the extension of the LRT, and we have an asset that the other city would envy. We have a transportation center where we have the GO, the VIA, the LRT, the whatever they call it, from Markham to here. All this converges downtown. Most people would love to have that kind of energy, but we have to do it. We have to communicate. We have to see how we got there and lobby our politicians. We have 6 representatives in every level of government. Yeah. Come on, guys. We have a city that grew in a matter of 20 years. It grew by 600,000 people, but the infrastructures have not kept up with it.
Even Brampton population is underreported. We have more than 1 million people living here.
But the infrastructures here.
Are you concerned about the infrastructure development?
Yes, of course I'm concerned, because here we have said we're talking downtown, but when is this LRT connection taking place? When do we link downtown Brampton with the airport? Just that project, just to the legacy, because we are the closest downtown center to the airport. In Canada. How we haven't taken advantage of that, and this is where the convention center should be. This is where the hotel should be.
So is that project into the pipeline connecting downtown Brampton to the airport?
It's been in my mind, and my preaching, and New Brampton vision for years. It doesn't take a scientist to think that if you spend $1 billion to connect this transportation center to the airport terminal, doesn't take a scientist to think that $1 billion can become $10 billion.
John, you are here into this industry more than 70 years. You are a pioneer, and we have Team Brampton here. As you mentioned, not 6, but we have Member of Parliament,
yes.
We have MPPs, we have councillors. All the Team Brampton is here. They live in Brampton. So did you took these issues with them? Why we have not joined Brampton downtown to the Pearson airport?
Well, there's the issue that I've been having for many years. We're talking every time they go, well, now we have another run from a goal for 3 times instead of traditional 1 time, 4 times. Guys, it should be 1 every 5 minutes. It should be a train connecting downtown. What are we waiting? We have a train that goes through this line with tankers. Talking of a pipeline, an oil pipeline, and they talk all the environmental. I tell you, Brampton has a pipeline on wheels. There's a train every half an hour with 100 tankers on top. With 100, God help if ever the derailment or a thing happens, and it'd be something of historical proportion. We're talking about a place that should be used for people moving from Guelph to the universities, to downtown, to the airport, instead of we carrying oil on this rail, instead of having a bypass to make it safe along the highway and leave this for the. We're talking about the infrastructure of Canada. I'm happy to hear the new government and the focus on our country, but believe me, if you don't see this, that is in the heart of our country and the most industrialized and commercialized area in the country, if you don't see this as a base for future growth, we're not going to get there. This is an opinion of a guy of 83 years old. I'm not going to be here to see the change, but this should be a priority. We should have another line added to this one. We should have a bypass for the duty staff to get to the thing, and not in the heart of the city. And we talk about the provincial government, which says build, and we're going to build the infrastructure, but for 13 will be good. But I would have done the bypass before I would do and put people on the train, because people would like to leave their car home if we have the infrastructures that we need, like other major cities. We're a modern country. Let's get modern and let's do the right things. But downtown Brampton has the potential that nobody else has.
So how you rate the present council in City of Brampton? How will you rate them?
I'm sorry?
How will you rate them, their performances, because this is the election year?
Council, they can do better.
They can do better?
They can do better. I'm supportive of a lot of the things that they got, but we need a better. The hospital has been on the making for the last, and there is another issue, because if I didn't put the effort that I put 10 years ago, 12 years ago, we wouldn't have a Pearl Memorial Hospital in the first place. They were going to demolish. This little guy said, no, over my dead body, I mobilized the city, and I think we were able to involve the people to the point that they had to say, okay, we're not.
Thanks to you that we have a Peel Memorial now.
Well, you look at the history. I don't want to, I look at the history of it, but I think we have a hospital. But come on, let's get it done.
Get it done.
I did the fundraising. I'm all my life with modest to think that.
So you have said get it done. Get it done by all the level of governments. Get it done for City of Brampton, because when we have a Team Brampton here, MPs, MPPs and councillors, and still things are not moving at a regular pace. The projects got delayed, and you said you have concerned about the delayed projects.
Of course.
Why the Brampton has not been connected with the Pearson, one of the international biggest airport, if it is not connected, so we have mobility issues.
What I ask from the local government, from our council, do the things that you can, so that we can brag about it, so that we can speak louder to the level of government. Keep our city clean. Put the effort. A place where it's considered not inviting, it doesn't produce excitement, not for our representative or those who have to support our representative. Because if we're showing we can't maintain what we have a problem. The city has to be clean it, and be serious about enforcing bylaws, enforcing law. It's not make me feel good to hear a law firm or insurance company say, Brampton, or in Brampton, a serious accident happens every day. So if you're outside Brampton, if you're to invest somewhere, you're not going to invest in Brampton. So what we got to do to change that? What is that stops us? We attract a lot of investments, industrial thing, but that makes us an attractive city.
I got your point, but John, don't you think that in last couple of years, the open borders, the uncontrolled incoming population, the immigration which happened in last 5-7 years, that is the cause, because we have underreported population, the infrastructure is not at that pace, and we have then housing crisis, we have development crisis, and that is the factor when we brought more number of people here without having the infrastructure. Healthcare, housing, everything was a job crisis.
My position on that is, the mistake was too many at once without control. But immigration is essential.
Yes.
We need young people, especially when the last.
Means controlled immigration.
The last controlled in the sense that we know who's coming.
No, we should know who is coming, and we should make an infrastructure and bring.
The one thing is knowing who's come, but we should be able to make sure that we have the infrastructure.
That's right.
Not stop the source of use, but provide the infrastructure, because that is economic benefit. If I know that I get 1,000 people coming in Brampton, I should employ these people here and do it to prepare.
And what happened in previous years?
It didn't. What it did, the immigration came, but there was no particular effort to say by next year we need this many things. Nobody planning ahead. I don't think that Canada can survive without immigration. I think we have to grow. We need immigration. We need young people. But we have to look at our institutions. Do we have enough good universities to bring young people and grow in our country? Scientists, doctors, and that's what we need. We should not rely just to come when they're already doctors and things. But are we prepared to grow our own young people?
Yes, I agree. Few years ago, we heard about Brampton U also, that Brampton U is coming. Brampton will have their own university, Brampton U. Did you heard about that?
I worked very hard at university, long before part of the New Brampton was a university. I worked hard to get Algoma University here, which today we have a university. 10 years since I started with Algoma to attract, Algoma knows what me and my partner, Bill Canalopoulos, which I should mention, has always been beside and supportive. But we got a university today. We come out of here and said Algoma University is there, and we have 5,000 students in our street here supporting the downtown. We should have 3 times that. We should have 3 times that. But we should have been supportive of Algoma or any other university to place themselves here rather than do nothing.
But why Brampton you never came?
Because of this, because we haven't not supported what a university needs the money to serve. So we haven't obviously not, but we have a university here now that didn't cost us nothing.
Algoma?
We can get behind this and let it grow until another university will set foot. But today we have Algoma, well-established university, but we have to get behind it and support it.
Okay.
There, at the moment, is the bread line of downtown, frankly, because they bring life, young people, and I think downtown needs good citizens who take an interest.
Okay.
Yeah, the people have to take an interest. I did for 40 years, but the community needs people who say, I will work for benefit of those people who come after me.
Okay. John, thank you very much for giving us a time, and your final message to the residents of Brampton. What is that?
But support downtown. Every time you drive on the road of Brampton, every time you have a disposal to do, a front of your business to do, think of what is making the city better. Having often accent because we're negligent on the thing, it doesn't reflect good on us. When we do a storefront and open a restaurant, be conscious of the environment around. I have a specific place, I'm not going to say who it is, but I happen to have a family member, the one sort of thing, lay in bed because only can do is be moved around in bed for years. This young woman lay in bed all the time. The only windows from her laying in bed is one window looking across the road for the last 3, 4, 5 years. All of a sudden, the restaurant covered the entire with light. This girl cannot look out anymore. And night at the thing. And the question is, why? Doesn't make your restaurant better. Actually, I say it's a signal that is not the class restaurant you want to go. But those things makes a difference in our neighborhood, to look around and say, am I making this block look better? Or this is the way we build the city. Be conscious of one another, conscious of what we do. And sometimes people do things not in bad intentions. They needed to be told.
Yes, thank you. John, thank you very much for giving
Thank
us
you
time.
for letting me talk, and say hi to everybody that look at this interview and the work you do.
Thank you.
I think it is important what you do.
Thank you.
To have a chat with the citizens so that I think they appreciate what you do as well.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, आज सीगे John Cutruzzola ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੇ ਡਾਊਨਟਾਊਨ ਏਰੀਆ 'ਚ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਗੈਲਰੀ 35 ਸੋ ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਅ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਪੇਂਟਿੰਗਸ ਇੱਥੇ ਬਣੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਹਿਮਸੈਲਫ ਇਜ਼ ਅ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਆ ਸਕਲਪਚਰ ਵੀ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਆ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਆ ਕੰਸਟਰਕਸ਼ਨ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀਜ਼ ਫॉर ਲਾਸਟ more than 70 years ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਡਾਊਨਟਾਊਨ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਔਰ ਬਾਕੀ ਏਰੀਆ ਬਣਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਔਰ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਵੀ ਹੈ so he has a passion for the Brampton area and his message to the city is transparency, is planning ahead, is for the betterment of BIA, openness. So connect downtown Brampton with biggest international airport, Pearson airport. That is the strongest point because that will create more jobs, more infrastructure. And since we have a team Brampton here by MPs, MPPs, councillors, they live here, they should think of this. If a pioneer can think that we have to connect Brampton downtown with the Pearson, so they can also work on those points and those feedbacks. Hopefully, if you have any question, any suggestion, please do write to us.